Hello, and welcome to another edition of BeaverFinance. I'm your host, Robert T. Anderson. In this series, we're here to talk to you about Wealthsimple Invest versus Wealthsimple Trade. You've probably heard of both of these types of offerings from Wealthsimple, but we're going to look at this from a head-to-head comparison on what platform might be best for you, or perhaps a combination of both. So in this video, we're going to talk to you about the 5 differences that you need to know between Wealthsimple Invest versus Wealthsimple Trade. So you'll want to watch this video before you pick which platform is best for you to invest. So you won't want to miss this video. So the top 5 differences between Wealthsimple Invest versus Wealthsimple Trade starts now. Difference number 1 is the purpose. So the purpose of Wealthsimple Invest was the initial offering on how to start investing with a few $100s in a simple, automated fashion. And with a couple of questions, Wealthsimple Invest will build a portfolio towards your risk tolerance and rebalance as necessary, and you will be put into a set basket of ETFs with potential Canadian, US, international, and emerging market exposure, or depending on your risk tolerance, potentially some bonds, a little bit of gold, cash, and it's all done for you. And depending on how you answer the questions, whether that's risk or the purpose or the goal of the fund, that's how they'll invest for you. And really after that, it's as simple as keeping your contributions going and watching your money grow over time. So they make it very simple, seamless, and you can do so on your mobile phone. More recently, Wealthsimple has launched Wealthsimple Trade, and its purpose is for the purpose of being able to, as the name states, trade. So here you can go ahead and purchase your own individual stocks or ETFs directly, whether that's Canadian or US investments. Now, you won't necessarily have access to all securities out there, so you will be limited to what's offered on the platform. Now, the reason for that is it is a newer platform and you aren't necessarily paying directly for your trades. So access, delays, potential for Wealthsimple to be making money behind the scenes off your trades and other trades is all potential for that to happen. Nothing is free. However, depending on how much you're starting with to invest, not paying upfront cost might outweigh those other potentials. So purpose is different. One is simple, automated, helps you get going. The other is a no direct cost trading platform with delays and limited securities. Now, second difference is account availability. Here, for the most part, plans are the same, whether you're looking for an RSP, a tax-free savings account, or a non-registered or open or taxable account, however you may wish to call it. It's all available. So there's no real advantage one way or the other. So I'd say it's about a tie there. Whereas in the first one, purpose, I'd say, if we're thinking solely retirement, it might be easier to keep it simple and automate. So, Wealthsimple Invest might be the way to go. When we think about difference number 3 is time required. So you do have to put a value on your time. You know, a lot of people do work with a financial advisor or investment advisor. They do so because, one, they understand the benefit of an expert, being able to delegate, and they know, you know, their time is more valuable doing what they do to earn an income, run a business, spend time with family, what have you, and still get great results and work towards their goals, have someone accountable. Well, time required in terms of with Wealthsimple Invest, your time on a month-to-month basis might only be a few minutes, or, you know, if you really want to see how you're doing day to day, you can do so. You can quickly, you know, make a deposit or make a withdrawal. You know, it's very, you know, low maintenance in terms of your time required to invest on the platform. So there is a big advantage to Wealthsimple Invest. However, Wealthsimple Trade, you know, you could log in to your app and literally within 30 seconds place a trade and get confirmation on your successful execution of that order. So from that perspective, the time commitment isn't big from a order entry standpoint. However, how do you know to pick which security, whether that's a stock or an ETF? You know, have you done your research? Is it going to keep you up at night? When to buy, when to sell? Do I hold it? Do I this or that? There's a lot of questions, and you have to make all those decisions on your own. It is no different than any other self-directed brokerage at your bank or other institution. So you're having to make all those decisions, and when that task is burdened upon us, we typically, as humans, take more time and worry about making the wrong decision. So that might have negative consequences both on your ability to invest, to save enough, and to be successful. So it may make sense from a time requirement standpoint to go the simple route and delegate the account and investing management to Wealthsimple Invest. However, if you do know what you're doing and you want to take that extra time, Wealthsimple Trade can easily get you started. So I would still give Wealthsimple Invest another point here. Now, knowledge level required. So this is difference number 4. I would say, you know, to a beginner investor or even someone who's been around the block a long time, knowledge required for Wealthsimple Invest, the barrier is very low. If you can answer some very basic questions on your risk and allow the platform to do the rest of the work, you can start investing right away and be that much closer to your goals. So I would give Wealthsimple Invest another point. However, there again, Wealthsimple Trade, it is easy to get started, but you do have to have some basic knowledge of the stock market and ETFs and other products. You know, you do need to do your research. You do need to know all those things ahead of time and have a strategy in place. We'll go into more depth into those things in a future video, but knowledge level requirement is higher for Wealthsimple Trade. Difference number 5 is cost. As I mentioned, nothing is free. However, with Wealthsimple Invest, the cost to get started is low. What I mean by that is, typically if you sign up, you can have a portion of your money invested with no upfront or monthly cost by Wealthsimple Invest for a period of time. Now, as you get going and as you build up more assets, they could charge up to 0.5%. That could go up to, or could go down to 0.4%. if you have more assets. They do have a tiered system. And don't forget, if you are investing outside of stocks, which in Wealthsimple Invest, you're investing in ETFs. All ETFs have a management fee, an MER. So there is a slight cost, obviously, to the investment products themselves, but those aren't in-house with Wealthsimple. Those are through other institutions. So there is a small cost. However, to save time and to get started, it's certainly, the value is there. Now, Wealthsimple Trade, it is a no-cost platform, and personally, I haven't incurred any fees yet. However, as I mentioned before, things like delays in market values can be hard if a stock's moving quite quickly intraday when you're trying to place your trade at a certain price. That could be tricky. You may not get the price you want. I've seen that happen. And, of course, Wealthsimple does make money on the back end, through the exchange of buyers and sellers. We just saw Robinhood go through that in the States. I mean, everyone knows it's happening. So that's the situation. However, the cost is low. So from a pure cost standpoint, I would give Wealthsimple Trade a point here. Keep in mind, as well, Wealthsimple Trade does allow you to trade basic crypto assets, such as, of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum. So both of those are available on the platform. However, that would be a separate account that you would need to set up in the Wealthsimple Trade platform to be able to buy crypto assets. And I would only go through a platform like a Wealthsimple Trade. There may be one other platform I'd consider. However, I'd be very weary of other companies only because of stories we've heard in the news, and it's not as regulated industry. It's not a regulated industry at all. It's peer-to-peer ledger, blockchain technology. So I would be careful investing in crypto. So I won't go too much into that. Now, if you've watched any of our previous videos, this is where we like to share a bonus tip. And what we want to make sure that everyone gets an opportunity to try, whether that's Wealthsimple Invest or Wealthsimple Trade, is we do have links in the description below that will allow you to invest up to $10,000 for a period of time with Wealthsimple Invest for free. So they won't charge you their regular account management fee. So you can get started on the platform right away, growing your money and getting used to the platform and building your wealth for the first $10,000. So I think that's a great offer. Links in the description below. Don't forget to open and fund your account. Or if you'd also like to try the Wealthsimple Trade platform, we also have a link in the description below, and you'll actually get $10 to start trading. So if you fund your account and put $100 in or more, you'll get $10 put into your account through our link below. So we want to make sure that we're sharing that value with you because BeaverFinance wants to make sure that if anyone's considering a platform, that they have access to those sign-up perks, just as we received as well. So don't forget, check out those links below. Now, if you've missed any of our previous videos, please check those out on our platform. We will have a lot of new content coming out. So if you got some value from this video, please like our video. And also, don't forget to subscribe. You want to be notified for future videos, and we want to make sure that you don't miss anything. So, question of the day. Have you tried Wealthsimple Invest or Wealthsimple Trade yet, or will you try them? Obviously, we've tried them here at BeaverFinance. We like the platforms. We've got those links in our description for you. But let us know your experience, or if you'll try them. We'd love to hear your experience as well. So hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Thanks.